If you're watching this video, you're probably curious about my Gunlance and Chargeblade build. If that is the case, then let me tell you about it. A disclaimer first before anything else. This is nowhere near the best or the strongest build around, but I can say it's a fun build and works for my playstyle at least. So if you have a similar playstyle, my build might just work for you. So, what's in the hood? For weapons, I have the Gravius Gunlance, which is a long type gunlance and has a slightly strong shelling, which is what you should aim for in gunlances for damage. I also have the Leadencraft Chargeblade that has impact files and the dragon element. For the headgear, I have the Guardian Odogaron helm. For the chest piece, up to the greaves or boots, I have the Guardian Arcbelt gear. For the charm, I have the Chain Charm, and for the mantle, I have the Corrupt Mantle. Now, let's talk about what skills my choice of gear gives you. Without decorations, you should get level 4 burst, level 3 weakness exploit, level 3 flare, level 3 blight resistance, level 1 elemental absorption, plus guard up 3 if you have the Gravius Gunlance equipped, or level 3 critical element if you have the Leadencraft Chargeblade instead, and the Guardian Arcbelt armor skill that lets you regenerate health every time you destroy a wood. Let's move on to decorations. Starting with the Gunlance and decorations equipped, this build should have artillery level 3, guard up level 3, load shells level 2, mind's eye level 1, burst level 5, defense boost level 3, weakness exploit level 3, flare level 3, evade window level 3, blight resistance level 3, and elemental absorption level 1. If the Chargeblade is equipped, you get the same skills, except guard up gets swapped for critical element at level 3. So, why did I pick these skills? Let me explain. Having max artillery will greatly boost the damage of shelling and wyvern blast and Chargeblade files, and at the same time it improves the firing speed of the wyvern blast. It also gives an additional plus 90 shelling fire damage. This skill is very important and it's a must, so you will definitely feel the difference if you run a Gunlance/Chargeblade build without it. For comparison, here's the damage values without artillery and with artillery. Guard up is also an important skill because it allows you to block monster attacks which normally you can't block without the skill. It also reduces the damage you take by 80% when blocking. Another important skill would be load shells. It improves the reload speed of your Gunlance and it gives you 1 extra shell which helps you with overall damage output. It also adds 1 extra file, by the way. As for Mind's Eye, I couldn't find any better skill, so I went and picked it as a utility skill. Mind's Eye level 1 provides you with 50% chance for your attacks to not be deflected, plus 10% additional damage to hard targets. Not bad. And lastly, Critical Element. It greatly boosts the elemental damage dealt by your Chargeblade. It's a good skill, and it's already a bonus skill that you could get from the lead in craft Chargeblade. So yeah, pick it up if you have it. Now we move to the armor skills. Burst increases your attack / elemental attack damage and is very good for a full burst Gunlance playstyle, as the skill gets activated easily by doing a full burst. Unlike past MH games, shelling damage is no longer tied to levels, so stacking up on attack / elemental attack improves the overall damage of your shelling attacks. As long as you can consistently hit your enemy 5 times in a row, this skill will always be active. Defense boost. At level 3, it gives you 5% defense boost plus a 10-point bonus. I picked this skill as it gives you additional defense, and honestly, a defense boost, no matter how small, is always a welcome addition. The skill is optional and you can swap it for other utility skills that you might like. Weakness exploit is only at level 3 since I'm only using it to cancel out the negative affinity from the Gunlance. I actually would like maximum might instead so I can get the crit chance bonus even in non-weak point areas, but doing so would mean I have to drop the quality of my gear to a lower rarity, which usually means losing significant defense points, and overall the other combinations out there isn't as good and wouldn't give me the same results. Flare is a skill that helps you inflict wounds much easier, plus it gives you additional wound damage. This is according to data mined sources. It also works well with the Guardian Arc Belt armor skill that heals you every time you destroy a wound. Evade window is a personal preference of mine. Evade window allows you to iframe dodge attacks much easier starting at level 3. It's a powerful skill in my opinion, and it can save your hide most of the time if you know what you're doing. Blight resistance is a useful utility skill to have as it nullifies all elemental blights at max level. With this, you can focus entirely on the monster without worrying about those pesky elemental blights. The last one on the list is elemental absorption. Well, this one is just an extra skill coming from the leg armor. It's inconsequential, so we'll skip it. And before I forget it, by the way, let's talk about my choice of mantle. Corrupt Mantle is a new mantle variant, and what it does is it drains health but increases affinity and weapon performance while equipped. Consecutive attacks on monsters will further increase attack power and affinity. This mantle further boosts your shelling and wyvern blast damage, and it works well with the Arcveld armor skill. It's really good. I wish I have more armor slots in this build so I can at least add tool specialist to reduce the cooldown time for the mantle, but you know, maybe in MR we'll have mantle slots again. Who knows? For comparison, here's damage values without the mantle and with the mantle. Alright, that will be all for now. I hope you enjoyed my video. If you like my content, don't hesitate to leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next video. Bye.